Hey everyone, it's Bev DeBono, and I have a great technique for us, and it's called circle trees. These trees are made just using circles from Circle Punches. The new one that we have, the 1 3/4 inch, or some of the older ones that we've had in the past. Um, if you don't have the older punches, I do have the measurements for you on using the custom cutting system circle templates and the blades. And you can see these are layers of circles. So there's, I think, almost like 40 circles on these trees, but you can make them any kind of tree that you like. On the right, I have a winter Christmas kind of tree, and on the left, I have an autumn tree. But you certainly can make trees, winter trees or spring trees, or any kind of trees that you like. Okay, so let's get started. It's really very easy. The hardest thing is punching the circles and making sure you have enough circles to place on your trees. Okay, so you're going to start off, you need a base for your page, and you can use something that's very tonal or a solid cardstock for your base. Then for the base of the tree, we need a piece that's 4 inches by 12 inches. 4 inches by 12 inches, and we're going to cut this into a large triangle. Then you need to select five patterns that blend well together. And I start from the biggest circle down to the smallest circle. And I actually just used scraps. This particular one is going to be a Christmas tree, so I used scraps from many Christmas collections. And then I also added a cardstock one in the middle, just to ground it. But you can use any colors that you have that are going to blend together. So when you're selecting them, take them out, put them together. I did a little matching section like this, almost like paint chips, and just to see how the colors would blend together. Okay, then you're going to need your circle punches. The 1 3/4 inch, the Creative Memories one, is the brand new one. That's the one that we're going to use to make the base. And then if you have some of these vintage Creative Memories punches, we are going to be using 1.5 inches, 1/4 inches, and 1 inch. If you don't have these punches, I will show you the measurements using the cutting system templates. And it's a good idea to label your templates. And you see mine are all labeled. The smallest one is labeled number 1. The medium one is number 2. And the big one is number 3. So for the first one, the 1 3/4 inch, there's no 1 3/4 inch. We're going to use a 2 inch. The my little writing here is circle 2, blue blade on the inside. So that's my little hieroglyphics there. Okay, so we're going to be using circle 1 and circle 2 if you don't have the other size circles. So we're going to take it from there, and we're going to get started. And don't forget your blades. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to set aside the base, and I'm going to take my strip that's going to be the base of my tree, and I'm going to cut that to 4 inches by 12 inches. 4 inches by 12 inches. Okay, and then I'm going to put that on my mat, and I'm going to line it up so that I have the middle point of my tree is at the 2 inch mark, and I'm going to make a little mark at the 2 inch mark at the top. right there, just a little mark so I know where I'm going to be cutting, because I'm going to be cutting a triangle from the top to the side and the top again and to the side. Okay, so you've got your 2-inch mark. Let's line that up at our cut line on our trimmer. Okay, so I'm going to line up my 2-inch mark at the cut line, the top cut line on the trimmer right there. I'm going to put my finger on it. And now I'm going to slowly just move my paper to the left so that the bottom right edge is on the cut line. Okay, so the bottom right edge is on the cut line. And at the top of the cut line is my 2-inch mark. Okay, and once I have that set, let me move that size there. I'm going to then cut from the top to the bottom. Okay, and this is, you can actually use this, the other side of it, to punch some of your circles. Okay, now we have the 2-inch mark at the top of our cut line, and I'm going to put my finger on that and now glide the bottom over on the cut line, okay, to where the bottom left is now on the cut line. Bottom left on the cut line, the 2-inch mark at the top of the cut line, and now I'm going to just cut right through. Okay, and you should have a real precise triangle. And look how wonderful our trimmer cuts. Look at the point on that tree. It's really very, very precise. Okay, so now we're going to do the hard part, and that is getting all of our circles. So the first circle that we use is going to be our biggest circle. And that is going to be 1.75 inches. Okay, so my first circle is going to be 1.75 inches. And we're going to need 6 of those. 1.75 inches, we need 6 of those. If you do not have this 1.75 inch circle punch, then you can use circle number 2. Circle number 2, blue blade on the inside. Blue blade on the inside of circle number 2, and you will need 6 of those. Okay, and then the next thing you're going to do is you can punch all of these out first, or you can punch and then layer them. I like to punch everything out first and then layer them. And then this way, if I need to maybe supplement with another punch, or if I want to change the colors, I can do it as I'm layering my pieces. The second color that we are using, we are going to cut at 1.5 inches. So I'll put that on the other side here. The second color is going to be 1.5 inches. And we need 10 of those. 10 of those. So if you have the 1.5 inch punch, go ahead and punch 10 of those. If you don't have that, we are using circle number 1. Circle number 1, the red blade on the inside. Red blade on the inside is going to give you an 1.5 inch circle. For our third color, we need 1.25 inches. We need 1.25 inches. And we need 9 of those. 9 of those. So if you don't have 1.25 inches, you are going to use circle number 1 again. And that is going to be with the green blade on the inside. Green blade on the inside is going to give you 1.25 inches. You need 9 of those. Now the next two colors are both 1 inch. So color number 4, we need 1 inch circles, and we need 12 of those. 12 of those. And the 1 inch circle, so you can see circle number 1, we started with 1.5 inches at the red. As we come inside, the green was 1.25 inches. So guess what? The 1 inch is going to be the blue blade on the inside to make our 1 inch mark. So we're going to need circle 1, blue blade on the inside. And this is for circle, our color number 4. And we need 12 of those. 12 of those. Okay, and then our last color, and you can use a pattern for this one. I kind of like to mix it up with a pattern. It just kind of pops it a little bit. On this one, I used this type of a pattern with some red berries in there. On the autumn tree, I used a really pretty all over leaf pattern. So sometimes you can put in a pattern on there, and this would be the one to do your pattern with. Okay, and that is also going to be at 1 inch, and we need 8 of those. Okay, so here are all 5. If you need to take a picture of that, that's all 5 sizes. And again, the 1 inch, we're going to use circle number 1, the blue blade on the inside. Okay, so let's assemble. We've got all of our pieces here, and now let's assemble. And I'm going to do this on my mat, and I'm going to just peek out my silicone mat underneath it so that I can use my repositionable tape on this on the tree. Okay, so I'm going to start with the biggest one first. And what I want to do is just kind of place them randomly. This is just going to anchor kind of the tree. Okay, so I'm just placing them kind of randomly, so you can see how they look. And I'm going to use repositionable tape. And the best thing is that if you decide you don't like where they're placed, you can just lift it up and move it. Okay, and I'm just going to I would place them first before you start putting your repositionable tape on. This way you can move them up or down. Yeah, so they're peeking over the edge of your triangle. And I actually used a little striped pattern on this one, a tonal pattern. Again, these were all from scraps that I had from my Christmas collections. So good time to use up some of your scraps. Okay, so you see it just went kind of left, right, left, right, left, right, just scattered along the base of the tree. Okay, and now I'm ready for my next pattern, which is the 1.5 inches, and we have 10 of those. So just go ahead and start placing them. And again, you're just going to go, I'm layering them kind of left, right. I'm layering them on top of some of my other pieces. If you find you don't need all 10, then you don't need to use all 10. Now I'm going to make them a little bit closer. So you see, you can kind of play with them a little bit. Yeah, there's no right or wrong. Every time I do these trees, they come out differently. And as I said, if you have 10 circles and you decide you like, all of a sudden now I have one extra and I don't think I'm going to use it. So maybe I make these a little bit closer. There's no right or wrong way with these trees. They're just fun little decorations. Okay. And then once I have them placed, then again, I will slowly take one off at a time and put the repo tape on the back and move my way up the tree. It's just a fun little decoration. You could put ornaments on this. I actually punched out before we started, actually punched out a couple of cardinals. I might punch a couple cardinals out. I might put a couple bows on there. Any of that will, make it kind of fun. So we're building a tree. Oh, I didn't realize this one was more symmetrical. See, like I said, every time I do it, it turns out differently. All the colors. A snow tree would be really pretty. You could also punch little, with a hole puncher, little bits of red to make it like holly, if you wanted to make a holly tree, and kind of put some of the little hollies around. That would be kind of pretty too. There we go. Okay, and now I'm on to circle number 3, which is my 1-inch circle. And again, just layers of color. If you find you don't need all of the circles that we punched out, that's fine. You may not want yours as heavy because there are so many layers. The next layer, we're going to pop up some of them on some foam just to give it another dimension. That's actually kind of fun. So you see the tree is taking shape. Every once in a while, I have to stand up to get an overview of it because, and it doesn't have to be so symmetrical because trees are not always that symmetrical. And I'm going to put some of the smaller ones nearer to the top. Okay, there we go. So that is with 3 layers already. Now I'm going to add layer number 4, which is 1 inch. And I'm going to place them, and like I said, I may not use all of them. And I am going to add some, I'm going to put some on some foam squares just to pop it up and give it a little dimension. And you can put some in the middle, off to the side. Yeah, I may not use all of them, so. Okay, and then I'm going to pop some up with some foam squares. Just to give it a nice dimension. You could put birds peeking out of the leaves. You could even put squirrels peeking out of the leaves from autumn tree. Our squirrel friends. Yeah, I like the foam squares on it. I know. Everyone laughs how I use my foam squares. I put 4 squares on my fingers, and then I take the backing off one at a time. There's no right or wrong way to get your foam, the backing off your foam squares, whatever works for you. Yeah, I like that added dimension of the foam on that. And it's okay to have some of your base peek through. You don't have to cover everything. Let's see if I need one more there. And then we're ready for our last one. So I did end up not using all 12 of that last one. And then my last one, I'm going to then kind of nestle in some of the, underneath some of the ones that had foam squares. And this is why I liked using another color. It just added to it. I'll put that further down. I'll do that guy there. Oops, I forgot to tape him down. I would have found out when I lifted it up. So I'm just nestling some of that color underneath some of the ones that had foam already. And I want to put a little nice color up at the top there. Okay, and then I'm just going to use my repo tape and tape those down. Now, I also found some cute little sayings that stickers that you could use in here as well. And I will show you that. So you can add whatever you want to your tree. You could put little gemstones in it, like little twinkling lights. It's just a cute thing. I love trees. My first time in New York, the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree was just really made such an impression on me. Not having those kinds of trees where I grew up. So it was pretty cool. But so Okay, and one last one. Yay. So now that is my completed tree. And oh, it looks like I maybe could use another color right there. Pop one in right there. Okay. So once you complete your tree, then you can add it to your base. So I'm just gonna lift it up off of my mat. Some of it did get stuck down a little bit. And I'm gonna put this on my base. Just like that. So let me tape this onto the base, and then I'll show you some of the. Okay, so that's what the back looks like, which doesn't matter because we're just putting repo tape on that anyway. And then I'll show you the up close of the tree. Okay, so that is what the tree looks like. I think this one came out really cute by using that red poinsettia paper on it as well. So, and then I'm gonna just add a couple of other things. I'm gonna add a star sticker to the top. That's gonna be my star on my tree. And these were some, like I said, we have some of these little stickers, little round stickers that are about an inch. You could even add these little stickers to the inside of your tree and put words like joy and holly jolly. I'm going to add that to this tree. See the words joy and holly jolly. So you can put words in your tree as well. I punched out some of these cardinals, and you could even have some cardinals in your tree if you'd like. You could add some cardinals to the trees. You don't have to have two together. You can have space the cardinals out so that they are around the tree. And I think that looks really pretty also. You just cut a couple of these off. So this was the cardinal border punch. And so look how pretty that is. Just punching out a couple of cardinals and putting them in kind of like the branches in the tree. I think that's really pretty. You can also use the ribbon and bow punch and clipping some of these off to form individual bows. You could add this to the tree if you wanted to add some to the top, or you could add bows around some of the branches as well. So I'm just clipping a couple off so that, you know, and it just adds a couple little cute little touches, I think, to the tree. No. Okay, so this is the tree with cardinals and bows. Really, really cute. Really, really cute. Okay, and then of course you just finish it off with some mats, some presents. You could put a nice title mat there. Just put a nice big title on that. I don't want to take away too much from the tree. Have this become my kind of make smaller presents. Maybe put some cute little bows on it. Those are actual mats, turning them into little presents. And then some stickers to make more presents under the tree. Okay, so I hope you liked circle trees. It's awfully cute, a really great page to make. And like I said, you can do them. Doesn't just have to be a Christmas tree. You can make autumn trees. You could make winter trees, or you can decorate, like I did here, the trees with cardinals and bows. And I think it comes out really, really cute. So join me again soon. I'm on Bev DeBono Designs YouTube channel. If you're not working with a Creative Memories advisor, I'd appreciate you ordering from my website. The information's all in the side. And if you're looking to start a business and want to join a team, I do support a national team of advisors, and we have a lot of fun. So please reach out. Okay, hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.